Be interesting to see how the markets were going to react this morning after what happened last night. Tyler Orton from Business in Vancouver is with us, and there are some obvious changes going to be coming in with a Liberal government. There was a lot of promises made about tax structures and child payments coming for children, for families under $200,000, and a lot of other things as well, TFSAs. Tyler, lots to talk about this morning.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, it's interesting to see the markets are down this morning. The Canadian dollar is up with what we're seeing now as a Liberal majority. Now, this would have been a little bit different. Last night, we were seeing on the futures markets, there were kind of notable declines when we're looking at the stock exchange. You know, but here's the thing. We're seeing a transition in government. The numbers would have been a lot different this morning if we saw a minority government, whether it was from the sitting Conservatives or, you know, the incumbent Liberals going forward. So the fact that it is a majority government, it's putting a lot more, you know, faith in the stock markets at this point this morning. But there are going to be some changes going on forward with the economy. You had mentioned, as you said before, different taxing, TFSA changes. The other thing that I want to point out is that Justin Trudeau, he has promised to scrap the F-35s. That program, that employs a lot of people here in British Columbia. People don't necessarily know that, but there is a thriving aerospace industry here in BC, in places like Delta, downtown Vancouver. A lot of companies are depending on that contract going forward. That's not going to be happening at this point, according to Justin Trudeau.
The other thing, Tyler, he mentioned, though, that they are going to try to get that infrastructure going and create jobs that way. And there's a lot that needs to be done here in BC. And I know there's a lot of people expecting a lot of money coming this way.
Absolutely. Trudeau, he's promised $60 billion in infrastructure spending going forward. This is going to be spread out over about a decade. But here's the thing. We've, of course, heard a lot, you know, from the city of Vancouver about and the city of Surrey for the need for more rapid transit in those regions. So we can expect, you know, a lot more people working on those crews, engineers, you know, construction employees. Those kinds of jobs will be generated, you know, if we go forward with this kind of infrastructure planning. Also, just road work that's going to be done throughout the region as part of the new Liberal government's platform going forward.
And one last of that is that I mentioned the child benefit that gives families under $200,000 of a family earnings more money for the children, and that's going to be tax-free as well.
Yeah, and you know what, if we're going to have, you know, more spending, you know, within families, we can expect maybe retail sales to go up. I don't want to overblow this too much, but of course, if there's more, you know, free capital going around, we can expect, you know, more spending going on at stores. I just would not expect too much to come out of that, but it is going to be, have a noticeable change for, you know, just kind of the average family going forward as well.
That's right. It's always good to have a couple of bucks in your pocket.
I agree, Steve.
Okay, Tyler. Thank you, my friend, and I know you have lots more coverage on BIV.com.
Absolutely.
As well. Thank you, Tyler.
Thanks, Steve.